Hey, it's a Humble Collector here. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 4-panel death card of Michael Etzkorn. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So going from panel 1 here, we have Mother of Sorrows. O Mary, Mother of God and Mother of Mercy, pray for us and for those who have departed. 100 days of indulgence, once daily, is laid out by Pope Leo XIII in 1886. And moving to the interior here, we have a nice photo of Michael, then moving down on panel 2. You may be sad now, but I will see you again, and your heart will rejoice. And then moving to panel 3 here. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Lord, your will be done. Remember with us, my dear son, our good brother, brother-in-law, and uncle, my unforgettable bridegroom, soldier in Luftwaffe, Michael Etzkorn, head of the District Savings Bank branch in Munstermaifeld, who died a hero's death in the fight against Bolshevism on December 22nd, 1942, at the age of 36. He rests with his comrades in a hero's cemetery. The belief that we will meet again in our eternal homeland is our consolation. The dearly departed was born on June 20th, 1906 in Kelding. In his youth, as the youngest of 6 children, he was the joy of his parents and siblings. He graduated from the Kurfürst in Munstermaifeld, then attended the Administrative Academy in Koblenz and the District Savings Bank School in Dusseldorf. As the responsible manager of the District Savings Bank in Munstermaifeld, he worked selflessly and tirelessly to build it up. Through his simple nature and constant willingness to help, he earned the complete trust of his superiors and the population. Anyone who knew him knows what we missed. And then at the very bottom here, it's noted, in deep pain, Mrs. Etzkorn and children, Martha Koppel, his bride, his family in Keldung, Langenlonsheim, Pillig, Wolpertsheim, and Buckelterhof in March of 1943. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to find a casualty record for Michael. I did find a hit from on Volksbund. Volksbund notes that he died at Kontamarovka, which is on the southern front. So, unfortunately, not really able to narrow that down. But we get something here that we don't get on a lot of death cards, and something that I really wish we'd see more often, is that we kind of get to learn a little bit about Michael as a person. You know, so many of these videos, unfortunately, all I'm really able to talk to are the military aspects of a person's life, which, you know, while interesting, particularly to us who are fascinated by military history, they don't really show the full person, you know? Like, I have family members that have served in the military, and their military career was a big part of their life, but they're a person beyond that, you know? And so we get to learn a lot about Michael here. You know, we learn that he was very studious, that he went through all of these schools. He ended up becoming eventually the head of a district savings bank, that he's well loved by the people in the community that he served. We find out here that he has a fiance, and by all accounts, if the Second World War hadn't happened, yeah, Michael probably would have married her and probably would have worked at that savings bank for the rest of his life. But for whatever reason, whether he volunteered or was drafted, he ends up in the military and ends up dying there. And I really wish more cards had this, but as those of you who follow these videos for a while know, it just is something you don't see very often at all. I mean, I can only think of a few dozen cards in my collection maybe that go to that level of detail. Now, moving to panel 4 here, we have actually one of my favorite death card prayers. Look down upon me, O good and gentle Jesus, while before your face I humbly kneel, and with burning soul pray and beseech you to fix deep in my heart lively sentiments of faith, hope, and charity, true contrition for my sins, and a firm purpose of amendment, while I contemplate with great love and tender pity your 5 most precious wounds, pondering over them within me, and calling to mind the words which David, your prophet, said to you, my Jesus, they have pierced my hands and my feet, they have numbered all my bones. At the very bottom here, a plenary indulgence available to the deceased after worthy confession, communion, and prayer before an image of the crucified, according to the Holy Father Pius IX in his decree of July 31st, 1858. So yeah, really fascinating card. This one, I believe we've seen this on a few cards lately. They must have all come from the same collection or seller. But this one also has a 10 or 30. I'm guessing that's €10 price tag on it, which, I mean, like I said, I can't remember what I paid for this, but it seems like a very, very good price for a card with this much information. And it's a shame we didn't get the extra, unit information and being able to track down what was going on at the time of his death. But I really appreciate the background on kind of, what his life was like before the war and kind of what he was doing. So yeah, overall, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I will see you all again very soon.